Hello, these are some red skin onions growing in a raised bed. I started out with 3 dozen, 36 onions. I don't think there's 36 in there now. I know I've lost 2 or 3, but I will say at this point, these are not heat treated onions. These were onion sets, bog standard, off the shelf, not heat treated, and none of them have bolted. At least none of these redskins have bolted. What I want to show you today is that these onions are about ready to be harvested. Look, the necks have gone soft. The necks have gone soft, and that's an indication that these onions are just about ready to be harvested. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift those onions that are falling over, clean them up and hang them on the fence to dry, and the remaining onions we'll leave those until they fall over, and when they fall over we'll lift those onions. Is that a deal? Right, let's take this one right in the middle of the shot. There it is. Fairly sizable onion, isn't it? We'll take that one. Let me have a look in back, see where they are, the ones that are falling over. Some aren't as big as others. As you can see, they're not all big onions. But the one thing they have in common is the neck's gone soft, they fell over. So that onion's not going to get any bigger. It's not going to get as big as that onion. That's as big as it's getting. It is now anyway, because I've taken it. And that neck's soft, and that's a small one. I think there's one around the other side. I'll just pop round the other side. Yeah, there's a small one here. And again, its neck's gone over. Okay, so we'll tidy these onions up. And as I've said, we'll put them on the fence to dry. So we'll just pull a few loose skins off. That's the only tidying up these onions are going to be getting. A few loose skins pulled off. And Bob's your uncle, so to speak. I've got a couple of onions hanging on the fence already. They'd already fallen over, and I'd taken those, and I'd made my mind up that as they fell over I would just take them. I wouldn't leave them any longer, so I'm not going to. Okay, now to show you what I'm talking about, hanging onions on a fence, I'll need to turn this camera around now, so give me a minute. Okay, those are the 3 onions I took earlier. We're going to try and get this big boy in here. And to do that we need to thread these leaves through the fence so they hang down on the other side and the onion stays on this side. And if the 2-part company, the onion falls off into my garden, it doesn't disappear on the other side of the fence. How about that? Okay, nearly there. There we go. How's that? How's that? If that onion falls off, it falls off on my side of the fence. These ones should be easier, they're a much smaller onion. But they had to come because they'd fallen over. There's no point in leaving them. Okay, I've got one more to go on the fence after this one, but it's going to be out of camera shot, and I'm not going to move the camera just to show you me doing this another time. So, for one more time, so that's it. That's my redskins. I'm starting to harvest them, and as the days and weeks go by, hopefully I'll fill this fence up, and if I do, if I think on, I'll show you it. Is that a deal? That's a deal. Okay, hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you're doing okay with your onions. I'm quite pleased with what I've got so far this year in terms of onions. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.